welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to guide you through Energy Boost Yoga Flow. It's open to all levels, so feel free to modify any of the poses, and I will also provide some modifications for some of the asanas as well. So grab your mat and join me. We're going to begin in a comfortable seat. Whatever that looks for you, feel free to elevate your hips on a block or on a cushion. Rest your hands on your thighs, knees, draw your shoulders in towards your ears as you breathe in. And then as you exhale, relax through your shoulders, soften through your shoulders, soften through the muscles across your face, relaxing your jaw. You can close down your eyes or soften your eye gaze. Start grounding down through your hips and really feel the support of the earth beneath you. Lengthening through your spine as you breathe in, finding nice and tall spine. Finding nice and tall posture. And start connecting to your breath. First, observe that natural rhythm of your breath, the rise and fall of your chest. Acknowledge where your breath is in your body this morning, whether you're breathing through your nose, through your mouth, whether your breath is deep or shallow, fast or slow. Just take a note of that. And then start to become a little bit more intentional with your breath. Inviting nasal breathing, inhaling, exhaling through your nose, and then starting to deepen your breath. Breathing in all the way down into your belly expands, your chest lifts, and then exhale, your chest, your belly relax. Each inhalation gets a little bit deeper. Each exhalation becomes a little bit longer. So taking a few of those mindful breaths. And then we'll take 3 cleansing breaths. So we're gonna begin with an exhalation, so exhale completely, empty your lungs, and begin inhaling through your nose, fully out, all the way up, all the way in. Hold that inhalation at the top. And then exhale through your mouth. Inhale again. All the way into your belly, into your chest. Hold that inhalation at the top. Relax your shoulders, soften your face. And open your mouth, sigh out loud. One more. Hold it at the top. And exhale, sigh out. Just observe the effects of that breathing practice on your body, on your breath, on your mind, on your energy. And just really arrive on your mat. Arrive in that present moment. Before we start to move, I invite you to set an intention for this morning's practice and for the day ahead. So whatever you'd like to focus on, cultivate in your practice, in your day, in your life in general. Let it guide you through the practice and the rest of your day. When you're ready, blink your eyes open. Breathe in. As you breathe out, draw your right ear to your right shoulder. Feel the opening to that left side of your neck. Inhale back up. Exhale, other side. One more on each side. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Then slowly come back, center, draw your chin to your chest. Feel the length and stretch into the back of your neck. Stay here for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Then inhale, just slowly come back. Upright. Bring your hands in front of you. We're going to transfer into a tabletop. So come up to your hands and knees. Open up your palms, wrists below your shoulders. Knees under hips, and place the tops of your feet on the mat and gently press them onto the mat. We'll take a few cat to cows, so breathe in, drop your belly down, arch into your back, shine your chest through. Exhale, round down through your spine, tuck chin, tuck tailbone under, and breathe in. Drop belly, lift chest. Breathe out, round down. So taking a few of those here, really focusing on each vertebrae or the space between each vertebrae. Try and really feel the movement and creating space and length into your spine as we move through. We'll take just 1 more here. Breathe in to open. Beautiful. Exhale to round down. Hold that cat pose, hold it here. Press your hands into the mat, press your knees, tops of your feet into the mat. And then inhale to slowly come back into tabletop, back straight. Circle around your wrists. So starting with small circles and maybe journeying into a bigger circle. Change direction. And feel free to pause at any point. If you feel any extra tightness in and around your wrists, feel free to pause wherever feels good. Really tune into your breath and your body. And then slowly come back. Center, press your palms into the mat. Tuck your toes under. Inhale as you exhale, press through your palms, your toes. Elevate your knees off the mat an inch or 2. Pull your navel in towards your spine and gently round into your upper back, separating out your shoulder blades. Hold it for 1 more deep breath. Inhale. And then exhale, push yourself back and up into your first downward facing dog. Your hands shoulders width distance apart. Your feet hip distance apart. And you can pedal out your feet, rock your hips side to side. Shake your head yes or no. Make sure your palms are nicely open, pressing the mat away. So invite whatever movement you feel your body might need at the minute. And then being kind and gentle with your body as well. And then when you're ready, finding stillness in your downward dog. So sending your sitting bones up towards the ceiling, prioritizing straight back. And then separating out your shoulder blades as well. So you don't want to be collapsing down, lifting and lifting up constantly. Now breathe in to ripple forwards into your plank. Press the mat away or half plank, knees down. 1 more breath, inhale. Exhale, push back, downward dog. Inhale again, ripple forwards into your plank, hold or half plank, knees down, look towards the top of your mat. And then exhale, push your hips back, downward dog. And just 1 more here, inhale, ripple forwards into your plank, press the mat away, separate out your shoulder blades, gaze towards the top of your mat, hold. And then exhale, push back, downward facing dog, hips high, spine straight. And then start tiptoeing your feet to the top of your mat. Feet hip distance apart. You can soften your knees or invite even more generous bend to your knees. Grab opposite elbows. Come into your ragdoll. Drop your head down. Feel free to sway side to side or just find stillness in this ragdoll. Whatever feels good. And then release your elbows, roll up slowly, piece by piece. Chin tucked in, head to come up last. As you rise up, reach your arms overhead. Interlace your fingers, palms face up. You can breathe in to reach your arms up nice and tall. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. As you exhale, lean over to your right, opening to that left side body. Draw your left hip to the left. Press your palms up and away. Gaze forwards or up towards the ceiling. Inhale back up. And then exhale, bring it over to the other side. Really feeling that stretch into right side body. And just take a note how good it feels. This lovely, lovely stretch. Inhale, slowly come back up. Release your fingers, arms by your sides, and let's find your Tadasana. Feet together. Big toes together, your heels slightly apart. Lift your toes off the mat and press through the mount of your big toe and mount of your pinky into the mat. Lifting your toes, spreading your toes out, and then brushing your toes one by one onto the mat, softening into your knees slightly, opening or drawing your inner thighs away from each other, tucking your tailbone slightly under, and then lengthening through the sides of your trunk. Inhale to lift your chest, shoulders back and down, arms by your sides. So you can close down your eyes or soften your gaze or look down just for a moment or two, and just really feel the grounding through your feet. Really feel the support of the earth beneath your feet. You're going to go through sun salutations A. So take one more deep breath wherever you are in your Tadasana. Beautiful. And then blink your eyes open. Inhale to reach your arms forwards and up. Gaze up towards your thumbs, lengthen. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Hands down, forward fold. Drop your head down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, head up. Exhale, forward fold, palms down, step back into plank or half plank, knees or toes. Pull your navel in towards your spine and just gently round into your upper back, separating out your shoulder blades. Now inhale to gently shift your body weight forwards. Feel free to drop onto your knees as you can, stay on your toes, hugging your elbows in towards your sides, lower down as slow as you can, all the way down to your belly. Point your toes away, inhale to lift your chest, elbows in. Maybe lift your belly, elbows in, shoulders back, chest lifted. Or maybe press through your hands and tops of your feet, coming into upward facing dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths here. Press the mat away, open up your palms. And finding more and more space into the backs of your legs, backs of your ankles, as we warm up. And breathe in, bend through both knees, look to the top, step feet forwards towards the top of your mat. Forward fold, inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, head up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms forwards, arms up higher than the head as you rise up, palms to touch. Exhale, Samasthiti, arms by your sides. Let's go again. Inhale, arms forwards and up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, head up, back straight. Exhale, forward fold, hands down, step back into plank or half plank. Shift your body weight forwards. Lower down, either all the way down onto your belly or through Chaturanga, hovering halfway down. And then inhale, Bhujangasana, chest, belly off the mat, or upward facing dog, thighs, knees off the mat. Exhale, push back, downward dog. 5 deep breaths here. Breathe in, breathe out, pressing the mat away, sending your sitting bones up a little bit higher, higher, higher towards the sky, and finding more space into the backs of your legs. Now make sure your knees, there's just a micro bend into your knees so they're never locked. And then breathe in, bend through both knees, look to the top, step to the top. off the mat. Halfway lift, inhale, head up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms forwards, higher than the head as you rise up, palms to touch. Exhale, Samastiti, arms by your sides. Take a little moment here. You can close down your eyes. Coming back into your Tadasana. Reconnect with your breath. Reconnect with your intention. Your body's a little bit warmer now. Now blink your eyes open. Breathe in to reach arms forward and up. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale to halfway lift, hands to shins or fingertips to the mat, back straight. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back into plank. Hold, press the mat away, belly button pulled in towards your spine. Eyes towards the top of the mat. Knees or toes, shift your body weight forwards. Elbows hugging into your sides as you lower down through Chaturanga or all the way down to the mat. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Chest, belly off the mat. Or thighs, knees off the mat, upward facing dog. Back bend of your choice. Exhale, push back, downward dog. And here you can drop onto your knees, sit back into your child's pose. Sending your bum back towards your heels. Stretching your arms forward so you can come up onto your fingertips and feeling that deeper stretch into your sides. Rest your forehead down onto the mat and then pop your palms down on the mat. Maybe lower your forearms onto the mat or stay in this more active child's pose with your fingertips on the mat only. So taking one more deep breath here. And then slowly pop your palms down on the mat. Come back. All fours first. Tuck your toes under. Inhale. Exhale. Push back. Downward dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. So feel free to take your child's pose at any point during the practice today. Just navigate and really tune into your breath, your body. See what works for you this morning. Now breathe in to send your right leg up, three-legged dog. And then step your right foot forwards, right in between your hands to the front. We're finding warrior one first. So ground onto your front foot, drop your back heel on the mat, open your left toes about 45 degrees towards the left edge of the mat. Inhale to rise up. Palms to touch or apart. Sink into that front knee. Drive your back foot into the mat. Open your chest to the front. Gaze up if that feels good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now slowly open up warrior two. So feel free to slide your back foot towards the back of the mat, allowing for a longer stance. Reaching your arms out wide, relaxing through your shoulders. Breathe in. Push and press towards the outside of your back foot. Exhale, can you sink a little bit deeper here? Strong arms, eye gaze towards the middle of your middle finger of your front hand. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to reach your right arm forwards, flip your front palm. Left hand slides down your left thigh. As you reach your right arm off, feel that stretch into that right side body. Gently lean back. Gaze up if that feels good. Coming into reverse warrior. Keep breathing. Inhale to slowly come back, warrior two. And then windmill your arms down onto the mat, frame your front foot, step back into downward dog. Hips high, spine straight. Breathe in, send your left leg up, three-legged dog. Point your toes up, square your hips. Step your left foot forwards, right in between your hands to the front. Find warrior one legs on this side. So grounding down to your right foot, left foot rather. Right toes, 45-degree angle towards the right. And then grounding through your both feet, rise up tall. Arms overhead if that feels good. This is too much, hands to your hips or arms or hands to your heart center, that also works. So choose what works for you. Finding more length through the upper half of your body and just grounding down through the lower half. Inhale. And then open up, warrior two. Adjust your stance. Front heel aligned with the arch of your back foot. Arms out to your sides, sinking into that front knee. Your tailbone slightly tucked under, and try and keep your shoulders directly above your hips. Make sure you're not leaning too far forward or too far back. Really finding that center, strong, strong base. Find your drishti, middle finger of your front hand. Hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to reach your left arm forwards. Flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. Left arm reaches up. Slide your right hand down your right thigh. Make sure that front knee doesn't pull back. So keep sending that front knee forward in space and reaching your left fingers up and then back. Finding that lovely, lovely stretch into your left side body. Gazing up if that feels good. And then inhale to slowly come back up, warrior two. Good job. And then windmill your arms. Frame your front foot, step back into downward dog, hips high, spine straight. Feel free to go into your child's pose here. As you can, stay in your downward dog. Taking 2 more deep breaths here. Finding more depth in this pose. And if you're in your child's pose, you might want to come back. Downward dog. Breathe in. Send your right leg up. 3-legged dog. Step your right foot forwards. Right in between your hands to the front. Finding warrior one leg, or warrior two rather, legs from here. So back into that wide stance. We won't be here for too long, but find strong legs. So arms nice and wide. Sending that front knee directly above your ankle. Your back foot strongly pressing, nice and active, pressing into the mat. Inhale to reach your right arm forwards. Drop your right elbow onto your thigh, onto your knee. Left arm reaches up and maybe just stays here. Gaze up towards your left fingers. Right fingers. Right fingers. Maybe stay here or reach your arm up and overhead. So we're looking for that straight line from your ankle through your hips, side body, all the way up to your fingers. Make sure you're not collapsing or your chest doesn't collapse. So keep drawing that left shoulder back. Maybe gazing up towards the ceiling and towards your top fingers. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now inhale. As you exhale, drop your left hand onto the mat. Lift your back heel off the mat, coming into this runner's lunge. Lift chest and gently twist to the right. Can you reach your right arm up? You can drop your back knee on the mat if that feels better. As you can, keep your back leg active, knee elevated. Breathe in. Gaze up if that feels good. And slowly pop your right hand down, frame your front foot. If your back knee is down, lift it up. Step back into downward dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to raise your left leg up. 3-legged dog. Step your left foot forwards, right in between your hands to the front. Again, looking for warrior two legs here. Ground down through both feet. Rise up. Sink into that front knee. Tailbone slightly tucked under. And look down, double check that you can see your big toe. If you can't, it's possible that your knee is drawn inward more so than outward. So think of drawing your left knee towards your baby toe more so than towards your big toe, opening that left hip a little bit more. Breathe in to reach your left arm forwards, drop your left elbow down onto your thigh, knee, right arm reaches up first. And think of that right shoulder pulling back, opening into that right side of your chest. You can stay here, reach your arm up and over with your palms facing down. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Still pressing towards the outside of your back foot. Gaze up if that feels good. Inhale. And exhale, slowly lower your right hand down onto the mat inside your left foot. Lift your back heel off the mat, coming into this runner's lunge. Hips slow and gently rotate to the left. Left arm reaches up. Beautiful. Feel free to drop that back knee down on the mat as needed. Good job. Gaze up if that feels good. Inhale. And then exhale. Frame your front foot. Step back into plank this time. Press the mat away. Drop onto your knees as needed or stay on your toes. Shift your body weight forwards. Let's go into your chaturanga dandasana or half chaturanga with your knees down. Elbows hugging into your sides. Lower down. Hover. Hold. And then breathe in. Back bend of your choice. Bhujangasana or upward facing dog. Thighs, knees off the mat. Exhale. Push back. Downward dog. And you can sit back into your child's pose. Beautiful. Resting your forehead down on the mat. And when you're ready, slowly walk your hands in and sit on up. Bring your legs out to the front, coming into Dandasana first. So kind of L-sit position, legs together, slightly apart if that feels a little bit more comfortable. We're looking for straight back position. So back nice and strong, nice and straight. Pull your navel in towards your spine. Make sure you're not leaning back. Hands just beside your hips, not too far back. Just in line with your hips. Press into the mat. Sit up nice and tall. And as you can, bring your legs closer together. Breathing in, breathing out. Toes pointing up. Your legs are nice and active. 3 more breaths here. 1 more breath here. Good job. Now inhale to reach your arms overhead. First interlace your fingers, palms face up. Breathe in to reach your arms up. Breathe out, can you reach your arms slightly behind your ears? Stay here, keep your legs active, toes pointing up. Chest lifts, back straight. Breathe in, breathe out. 1 more deep breath. Can you reach your arms slightly further back? Good job. And slowly, slowly release your arms by your sides. Now we can move the flesh from underneath your hips and hinge a little bit more forwards. Again, hold on to either the outside of your feet or wrap 2 peace fingers around your big toes or use a strap or a towel, loop it around your feet. If you need to bend your knees a little bit more in order to do so, go ahead. Breathe in to lift your chest. And as you breathe out, gently hinging forwards, lowering down, eyes towards your big toes, elbows out, coming into your seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Taking 3 deep breaths here. And it doesn't have to be really active here. Just allow for creation of more space into this pose. Just organically, don't force anything. And slowly roll up through your spine. Release your feet, your toes. You can bring your legs out or keep them out straight. Make sure you have space behind you. Float your arms forwards. I'm going to start rolling down onto your backs. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Good. Now from here, bring your knees to your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Or just pull your knees either side, right and left. And gently rock side to side, massaging your spine. Good. Now pop your feet back down on the mat, feet hip distance apart. Arms by your sides with your palms facing up. Your knees are pointing forwards. Inhale as you exhale, start pressing your lower back into the mat, engaging into your back body. Pressing through all four corners of your feet and start lifting your hips, your lower back, mid-back into this shoulder bridge. So you can just stay here, inviting more space into this pose. Make sure there's no compression into your neck. Maybe roll over onto your left, right shoulder blades. Bring them together, lifting up a little bit higher. Maybe connecting or interlacing your fingers underneath your hips. Driving your hips up a little bit higher. Maybe coming up onto your tippy toes. Bring your feet a little bit closer in. Taking one more deep breath wherever you are. And slowly release your fingers. Heels lower down and then start lowering down, upper back, mid back, lower back onto the mat. Good, you can gently just sway side to side, your knees side to side or your hips, rock side to side. So before we go into our Shavasana, just have nice and short Shavasana at the end. But before we go there, let's invite a gentle twist, supine twist. So cactus your arms or just open your arms out long depending on how much space you have. Pick up your right leg and either bring your right ankle on top of your left knee, left thigh, or just cross your legs completely. You can breathe in to just gently pick up your hips and shimmy your hips to the right. And then as you exhale, lower your knees to the left. Right shoulder down. You can gaze up towards the ceiling or gaze to the right. See what works. Then you can start letting go of your efforts. Softening your breath. Slowing your breath down. And then inhale to slowly come back center. Release your right foot down on the mat. Pick up your left and either bring it into that figure four legs or cross your legs completely. Now pick up your hips, shimmy your hips to the left. Inhale. And then as you exhale, drop your knees to the right. Really nice twist, nice stretch. And you can look to the left if that feels good on your neck. You can close down your eyes. Just let go. And you can breathe in slowly, come back up. Release your left foot down. Bring both knees into your chest. Curl into a little ball. Bring your forehead towards your knees if that feels good. And give yourself a lovely hug. Say something kind to yourself. Say a big thank you for showing up on your mat, practicing yoga. And when you're ready, slowly release down, finding your final resting pose, Shavasana. Sending your right leg towards the bottom right corner of the mat, left towards the bottom left corner of the mat. Arms by your sides, palms face up. Allowing your armpits to breathe, so not too close. Opening your chest, drawing your shoulders back down towards the mat. And if you feel like your lower back is a little bit sensitive, you can bring the soles of your feet together, allowing your knees to fall out to either side. That also should feel good. So take a nice and deep inhale into your whole body, holding that inhalation in. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then open your mouth, sigh out. Let go. Melt into the mat, softening through all your muscles, your joints, closing down your eyes or softening your gaze. See what feels comfortable, good. And just inviting a moment of stillness into your body, into your mind. Just being here and now in that present moment. Letting go of what was, letting go of what will be. Being here and now. Relax. Start to bring your attention back to your breath, inviting the energy back into your body. Invite a gentle wiggle into your fingers, into your toes. Maybe roll out your ankles, roll out your wrists. And then inhale to reach your arms overhead for a full body stretch. Breathe in deep into this stretch. And then exhale, sigh out. Let go. Roll over onto your right hand side. You can make a little pillow from your hands. And just slowly make your way back into a comfortable seat. So right where we started, you can keep your eyes closed. Sit up tall and bring your hands to your heart center in Namaskar Mudra. Shoulders away from your ears. And just observe the effects of your practice on your body, on your mind, on your breath, on your energy, on your spirit. Now start rubbing your palms, create some heat. Rub them nice and fast. And then place your palms over your eyes, face. Just feel the heat generating from your hands. And blink your eyes open, take your hands away. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me on the mat this morning. Namaste. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. See you again.